It's Amanda, and we're live. Rick wasn't expecting it. He was like, how long till we go live? I'm like, now. We're live. I hope you guys are happy to join us here. We're getting ready for Valentine's Day. I'm just going to go ahead and make note to everyone, let them know we're here and we're live. And if you can see us, go ahead and say hello. That way we know that everything's out there and it's working well.
Oh, we got one.
Hey!
Hello.
Hello. You guys are joining us. Great. Perfect. I love it. So, we are live. Okay. Did you guys see the thumbnail? Because I held up a picture. Hey, Amy Fuel, this lady. I held up a picture of a gift. This is actually not our gift to each other. I just did it for the picture. I am going to show you our gift to each other. This is I have a very good friend, and she lost her husband 3 years ago. And so I told her she's my permanent Valentine now. So every year for Valentine's Day, I surprise her and I get her a gift. I made her something. I can't show it to you. I can't because she hasn't seen it yet. But I made her something this year. Last year I surprised her at her job with like balloons and stuff. Thank you, Brianna did my makeup. But anyway, so I surprised her at her job last year. But this year I made her something because she's going on a trip, and I made her something for her trip. So that is what that gift bag is. It is not for Rick. But we aren't wrapping ours because we're going to show you guys what we're giving each other on the thing. I will say this though, as Rick is sitting here sipping coffee and not talking. Here's part of my gift. That's part of my gift. We got it from the dollar store. So it was $1. This is the most expensive part of the gift. So we are, I'm probably going to sit here and eat this while we're live. You don't care, do you?
No.
You got your coffee. We're good.
Put it on the screen.
Oh, I'm sorry. He wants to see
I need to watch something.
the chat. So did I get him coffee? No. How much did we spend on each other? Nothing. $1. So we're gonna talk to you about it. We're gonna show you what we got, and it's a homemade gift, but it's actually you'll see what we did. We've done something similar before, so I need some chocolate before I get going. We had dinner night. We had chili, and I need something sweet. You know how it is. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, Annie. God bless you on your Valentine's Day. Yes, my very good friend, she and I are permanent Valentines now. So even though he's my Valentine, Annie, you can be my Valentine too. And if you know someone who's spending their Valentines alone for the first time, I would encourage you, a little something from the Dollar Tree, just to let them know that they're loved. That'd be a good thing to do. It really would be. My friend who's lost her husband, she is so amazing. She's done so many amazing things. She blows my mind. So that's all I gotta say about that. I love her. And now I'm eating chocolate. So you gotta talk.
Yeah, we're good.
You gotta talk.
No, we're good. Go ahead.
Say something to the people.
Hello. Oh my, this is good.
Jeannie's another amazing lady who's doing it all on her own and making it happen. School's not celebrating Valentine's. I don't know. I don't think it's necessarily a holiday, like it needs to be celebrated like a holiday. But I will say this. Are you coming to steal my chocolate? Brianna's coming to steal my chocolate. She's over here.
Thief. Chocolate
They
thief.
said you lost your sparkle.
Oh. Yeah, I'll work on it.
Did you see his picture on Instagram with the hat? The gangster sparkle one? Right? That was good. Anyway, in terms of the Valentine's Day in the school, I think, what I hear about my kids have been homeschooled for years, so I haven't really put a lot of thought into it, but I do think that from what I hear about school systems, any opportunity that you can have to encourage other children to be loving toward one another, because when we were in school,
That's a good point.
everybody had to exchange Valentines with everyone else,
Yeah.
and nobody was left out. Everyone had to give Valentine's gifts to other children.
That's right.
So,
Yeah.
So I just think it's a really good way to make sure all of the children feel loved. all of them, even the ones who might not have a lot of friends or maybe they're shy or quiet. Because you were a shy and quiet kid.
Yeah, still am.
You know he's shy and quiet for like the first 20 minutes, and then after that, there's no shutting him up.
Well, I know this is your monologue, so I'm letting you.
My monologue?
Well, I don't know the right word. This is your thing.
I'm so sorry to hear that, Regina. Yeah, we don't really do anything big for Valentine's Day, but it is good to have a reminder that,
Right, I agree.
you know, you need to pay attention and love one another. Never a bad time to do that, right?
No.
Yeah.
One day I'll get you a stuffed bear or something.
Melissa said, oh, yeah, right. Melissa said, school holidays turn into a competition of the Pinterest moms. We homeschool now, but I would have cried if they skipped Valentine's Day. Yep, you had to grab your Reese's. Renee says she had to grab her Reese's cups and start eating chocolate. Sorry, guys, I had to have it. I just had to have it. Yeah.
You notice she didn't offer me any.
You have your coffee.
I do.
That's
I
all
do.
you need.
I do. That's true. I don't
Do you
want
want
any.
some?
No, I'm good.
It's dark chocolate anyway. You don't really like dark chocolate.
No, I'm good. Like coffee.
I
dark
have my
chocolate.
water and my dark chocolate. He has his coffee.
Yeah.
I have makeup on. We're dressed. Look at how
Isn't that
wonderful this
something? Oh,
is. It's romantic time. So.
That's right. That's right.
Okay. You seem excited. You seem like you're into it.
Yep.
Okay, so we are going to talk about our Christmas gifts. Valentine's gifts that we made each other. And we are doing something that you guys have probably seen before. And we are doing a love jar. We're giving each other a love jar. The love jar was introduced in this house. They can't see you, so I'm going to move you over a little bit. The love jar was actually introduced in this house by Brianna. She
Yep.
discovered it, speaking of Pinterest, on Pinterest. What was it, Father's Day?
It was Father's Day.
For Father's Day.
Many years ago.
It's the only love jar we've ever done, and we've never done love jars for each other.
Yeah. Brianna made me a love jar. Is that what we call it?
Yeah.
Love jar. And she made it. It was years ago, and it still sits on my dresser.
Yes. I'm trying to remember.
Didn't one of the notes say like your breath
Always smells like coffee. I was just going to say that.
coffee. I said chocolate.
Yes.
It's
So
charming.
one of the things she said was he always smells like chocolate or it's
Coffee.
coffee. So
Coffee breath.
So yeah. So the love jar, we've never done one for each other, and we thought we would make each other a love jar this year, and that's what we're doing. So we have our jars here. I'm going to show you our jars
So
right here. Just little tiny little mason jars. And guess what?
A little jar.
I'm so excited. We didn't spend any money on these jars because these are actually our white pizza sauce jars. That we got these. Remember, we paid like 25 cents for these. I got a bunch of them. They're such cute jars that I've been saving them for like craft projects and things and for storage, right? We still have the lids.
We haven't spent a dime yet.
Nope.
No,
So we're gonna, and Brianna and I, we're gonna do a little project tomorrow where we're gonna cover them with some fabric and make them cute. We're gonna share with you what they look like on Pinterest. Oh, not Pinterest. Instagram.
There you go.
So keep an eye out on Instagram. She's peeking over in the corner. Keep an eye on Instagram because we're going to show you what it looks like with the fabric and the ribbon, and it's so cute. I love it so much. So we're going to have these on our jar, and we do, the love jar that he has from Brianna, he does take out,
get it.
if you want to, he does take it out from time to time.
You do?
And look at it. It's on his dresser.
Yeah.
It
So
has been. So, anyway.
I dusted.
You dusted.
Oh, my.
There was one that said you're strong like Hulk Hogan or something.
Isn't that something?
Isn't that what it says?
Yeah, I don't like to brag. Oh, stop it.
That's not on my list. So here's what Rick and I did. I told him we talked about this, and we have 5 things that we love about each other.
There you go.
You can't see. He has no idea what I have, right? We'll talk about yours in a minute.
Well, you're ready to go, huh?
It looks so funny walking on her knees.
So anyway, so we have 5 things that we love about each other, and we're gonna share them with you guys, so you guys know what we love about each other, and we're gonna share it with each other. And he, like I said, he has no idea what I wrote. I have no idea what he wrote.
No.
None.
Total
Not
surprise.
been discussed. So this could get a little cheesy here.
Ew.
This could get a little romantical.
Yeah, yeah. That's the hope.
Chocolate, coffee,
Yeah.
romantic notes.
Goals.
You better
Right?
go, Brianna.
Got a little awkward. Okay.
Yeah, a little bit.
So,
Oh, stop it.
anyway,
Ew.
she
Yeah.
says ew in the background. That's what they said. Thank you. So, yeah, I want to make candles out of them too. You're
Oh,
right.
my.
I really love these. I think the jars are
I need
so
a pair
cute.
of scissors.
I gave you some.
No, you didn't. You told me you had
So
some.
right here.
I'm not as ready as you are. Excuse me.
He didn't cut his up. Do you want me to go first?
Please.
Okay.
I like to know which way this is going.
Oh, no, so in case you want to rewrite.
Huh? Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless we're gonna go, serious, sappy, comical.
I'm always serious.
Okay, go ahead.
Tuesday nights with Rick. What about me? Okay.
Okay, I got my one ready to go.
Yeah. Of the two of us, I think Rick is the more romantic one.
Oh, that's not
But
true.
this was my idea, so I'm gonna take credit
That's
for it.
not true at all.
Really, it's Brianna, but that's okay.
Ugh.
All right. Number one of my 5 things that I love about Rick.
Uh-oh.
It's actually.
Just want to get ready
You want
for
to
a
pause
minute.
and
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bask
Make
in
sure
this
I-
moment.
I want to make sure I'm listening. Go ahead.
Okay.
Come on.
Number 1.
I want to feel it.
You are very caring about others, even animals. Okay, that's the short version. Okay. Facts about Rick. Obviously, if you guys follow his Instagram, you know he loves his cats, right? He has hashtag today in
about
Cat
cats.
Town.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah. So
They're nice cats.
Rick is such a
Ah.
caring guy.
Yeah.
He takes care of like the cats, which are stray animals, and then we also take care of the neighbors' dogs, and he does a lot of that himself, right? He does that, and takes a lot of time and energy to make sure the animals are taken care of, and he doesn't just like go. It's not even. And Carrie says I couldn't be married to a man who was mean to animals. It's beyond not mean. It's beyond just petting the cat. He loves them. he takes care of them. There's not a stray that would come by that he wouldn't absolutely just bask in and name and love, and even the neighbors' animals. And he really takes good care of everything. But he's like that with people too, because
Yeah.
like when I met him, one of the things I loved about Rick was we worked in a grocery store together. Isn't it funny how my whole life is grocery stores? But we worked in a grocery store together, and one of the things that stood out about Rick to me was that he was so kind to everybody. The elderly, those with disabilities. He was just so incredibly kind. We worked in nursing home ministries. We worked with people with addictions. And Rick is always, always caring about other people. Like Marquise moved into our house. You know, he
Yeah.
just, he's very loving, and he's very open-hearted, and he cares about people, and he takes care of people. And sometimes, even you guys know, if you care about people, it can be, what's the word? It can be challenging. You know, challenges arise, and sometimes it gets difficult. But even when it gets difficult, he still makes sure that people are taken care of, and he does it just from deep in his heart. So that's my number one I'm gonna get your jar out. That's my number one for you.
Well, thank you, dear.
You're very caring about others, even animals. He's a caregiver. Yes, he is. He's a wonderful person. Number one.
Thank you.
I hope you got something good.
Well, you set the bar kind of high.
I did.
I feel like I need to reshuffle my list here. See, I was gonna start,
That was my entry level one. It's just
Really?
gonna get better after that.
Woo. Okay.
You better step it up.
Okay. Okay. Well. Let's see what we got here.
Oh, we got
Okay.
notes.
Huh? Well, yeah. I always have notes.
Let me hear it.
Well. This might not sound as over the top as yours, but
Over the top.
But yours was very nice. So maybe I'm just taken off guard.
You're
But
great.
yes, thank you. Okay. Okay. So let me just build on it. Okay. What I wrote on my little slip was,
Okay.
I love that you are fun, that you like to do things, and that you get me to do things too.
Yeah.
You see, that's important because when I grew up, I'm kind of like a hermit by nature.
Mm-hmm.
And although inside I'd like to go out and do things, if I did not have someone there saying, let's go, let's go, let's go,
Mm-hmm.
I would sit at home all day and be miserable.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I did that for a long time before I met you.
Mm-hmm.
And I would just, stay at the house. And then I met you, and you always like to have people around you and go places and do things. And all of a sudden I was going places and doing things and seeing people. And I mean, we always have company over the house. And it's so different than how I would be without you,
That's true.
And I love that about you because it gets me to be different, the me that I'd like to be, but I'm not him without you. If that makes sense. It's kind of like people that want to work out, but they don't work out because they don't have anyone to work out with,
Mm-hmm.
or you need a spotter or something. In life, you're my spotter.
I'm your life spotter.
You're my life coach. How's that? I don't know the right word, but you know what I'm saying.
Aww.
All by myself, I would just sit over there by myself and stew. But
Wish you were doing things.
yeah, but you're upbeat. You're fun. You want to do stuff, and
I make it happen.
yes, and I love that about you.
I have an example of something I made happen in my head.
Okay, go for it.
Unless you got something on your list, you just
No,
made me think of it.
Go ahead.
Rick is a music lover, and he doesn't listen to. He really just listens to Christian music now.
Mm-hmm.
But when he was younger, he loved all different kinds of music, and he had a couple of people that he really liked, and he listened to their music all the time. And so when I met him,
Yeah.
I found out he liked this music people, and I started making him go to concerts.
Mm-hmm.
And we went to these concerts.
Yeah. That
And he
counts.
was so excited to go, and I didn't think it was such a big deal.
But it was just that, and it was all kinds of other things. It was just
But I remember you were you really thanked me a lot for
No,
it.
I agree.
And I was just
agree.
like,
But
I need to get him out more.
I think. Well, I think back to the last 20 years, and there's been all kinds of things that stand out that we did.
What was our first concert together?
Did I-
Somebody asked. Was it Billy Joel or Elton John?
I don't know. Could have been Simon. I don't know.
I think it was Elton John, though.
I can't remember.
Okay, well, it could have been Paul Simon, it could have been Billy Joel, and it could have been Elton John. I don't know. It was one of them.
But does
But-
that count?
Mhm.
Is that good?
Yes, thank
Is
you.
mine a good one?
Yes, thank you. I appreciate it.
You're fun.
I'm fun.
You do things,
I do.
and with you, because of you, hey, I do things too.
Yeah, Amy Fuel said Elton John, look at you go. Rick said, so the Elton John concert was actually really, really funny because we had like these nosebleed seats, like the second to the last row at the top of the stadium.
That's true.
And we got there, we were really cute young people at the time, right? So we go way to the top to our nosebleed seats, and some guy comes up to us and he's like, listen, we're filming this concert. We want to put the front row, do you guys know the words? And we were like, yeah, we know the words. And so he was like, we're going to give you front row tickets. And we thought it was kind of shady. Like, he literally just handed us front row tickets.
Yeah.
Guess what? They were front row tickets.
Yeah.
Like, just handed them to us.
That's
So
true.
we were just like, we didn't know what to do with ourselves. We went up to the front row. They let us pass through.
I forgot about that. Yeah,
Front
you're right.
row, right? So it was the neatest thing because Elton John is like dead in front of us, which, you don't have to be a Elton John fan. At the time it was a big deal and you can understand that.
True.
So, hey, Jan. So we went to the Elton John concert. We were in the front row, and Elton John is like walking the stage and holding everybody's hand. And Rick said at the time that he knew that I was the one for him when Elton John held my hand in one hand and his hand in the other hand. And that was the moment he knew.
She tells that story. I do not remember saying that,
Mm-hmm.
but that's so funny.
He said that was the moment.
It may have happened. but
Elton
I
John
don't
put us
remember
together,
that.
so-
I sure don't remember that. But
Another thing to check off Elton John's
I'll
list.
say it happened because it's Valentine's
It did in
Day,
fact
and I love you.
happen.
Now I remember the shaking the hand and all. I just don't remember what I said.
So yeah, that was
Well,
that.
I'll go along with that.
So
That sounds good. Sounds sweet.
yeah, it never happened again. I mean, that was really like a once that never ever
Yeah,
happened again.
Yeah.
But it was
We were
pretty
like
neat.
Teenager. I was a teenager. I can't
We
remember
might have
how
been in
old
our
I was.
early 20s, but we were really, really young at the time.
Little kid, young.
So I don't know. It was fun, really fun experience. Never ever had front row
goofy.
concerts again, concert seats again. But it was neat.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
See, and that was we bought tickets. It was amazing. Okay, are you ready for number 2?
Year ago.
Yeah.
So how are we doing this? Just fold it up and throw it in the jar?
Okay. Well, yeah. Did you put it in your drawer? Here you go. Okay. Number 2.
Go ahead.
You're gonna love this one. You are the wisest person I know. That is the absolute truth. That Elton John would be thrilled to know he had a hand in our relationship.
I'm sure. Yeah.
Rick is the wisest person I know. He is the wisest person I know in terms of decision making. I'm not talking about myself or anything, but I'm a smart person. Like, I got a lot of knowledge up here, but I'm not always the wisest person.
Oh.
But
You're
Rick
good.
he is so wise about his choices. First of all, he's really wise about people. He can tell people, good people, bad people, indifferent people. So he knows people, but also when it comes to making actual, like, serious decisions, he doesn't jump into any kind of decision making. Okay, hashtag Elton John.
Don't do that.
He doesn't jump.
That was a long time ago.
Hashtag Elton John couple.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
so he doesn't jump into any kind of decision making. He is like,
Yeah.
rather than making a decision at once, he makes it at last. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that's because he puts a lot of thought into his decisions, which is probably why my decisions aren't so wise, because a lot of times I'll jump into them.
I take a while.
But when he does make a decision, it's well thought out, and he's covered it from every angle, and he's decided it's right, and it gives me a lot of comfort to know that the head of our household, my husband, is wise in his decision making, and he's not going to be foolish. He's not going to run off and like make some kind of crazy choice that's going to impact the whole family. Like, he really takes his time and considers what he does and wants it to be what's best for everyone in the household. And I appreciate that, and I respect it, because I know, and like you said, you would be, without me, you would be like over in the corner not doing anything. Without you, I would be running around like a mess, doing like everything, and not have any kind of ballast to keep me from doing crazy things. So that's the difference with Rick and I. He's wise, and he really makes good choices. And of course, he made a great choice right here.
Agreed.
I'm the only girlfriend he's ever had.
That's true.
I'm the only lady in his life. Just me.
Well, right off the...
Yeah, I
right-
just
right-
said you're wise.
Right out of the gate, you
Come on.
why look any further?
Agreed.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
So anyway, you're wise. You really are.
No.
And I appreciate it. The wisdom that he has. Out of all the people in the family, I think Brianna has that wisdom. She has a lot of that wisdom. Brian has my knowledge and not so much wisdom, although I think Brian probably has more than I do. I always tell the kids, you can always tell a wise man because he keeps his mouth shut. It's true. Oh, man.
Oh, my. That's good.
I just gave away that I'm not wise because I talk so much.
Oh, you're good. You're good. You're good.
Oh, man.
Keep going. You're on
They
a
said
roll.
man lottery.
You're on a roll.
I did win the man lottery. Okay, it's your turn.
Okay.
Yeah.
My
Come on now.
scissors.
Give me
Hold
number
on,
2.
Hold on.
He's cutting it.
Okay. All right.
Oh, you were just basking in the glow of yours.
I was going to let you keep going.
Yep. You're wise.
Okay. Let me cut out my little...
Do you agree? Do you think you're wise?
Oh, I'm not talking about myself.
He agrees.
I'll let you do it. Okay, where am I at? Let me see my notes. What am I saying?
Rick says that too, Marie. She said it's her dad always said if you want the answer right now, it's no. And we always told the kids if we didn't give them an answer to just wait.
Mm-hmm.
And if they asked us anything more than once, because we didn't always answer right away, but if they asked us anything more than once, the answer is no, because that stopped them from bugging us about stuff. Because if they were going to pressure us about it, then it wasn't a good decision for them. But
That's right.
go ahead. I do want to hear about me. Go ahead.
Number 2. Okay. Are you done with me?
No.
Okay. Let me see. Okay, you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, the first one was that you're fun and all that, okay? Number 2, I love that you are a great forgiver.
Oh.
You forgive quick, and you do not live bitter. And I like being around that because I mean, something happened just not too long ago. And folks sometimes, over the years, they've been rude to my wife and do little things here and there. And, I rest in it. And I know I shouldn't, but I do. And I get grumpy. I thought, they're attacking my wife, But she just lets things go. Quick. She forgives, and she's just quick about it. And something happened not too long ago. And when I heard about it, I immediately got grumpy. I thought, they're attacking my wife. I thought to myself, let's get them, But she wasn't like that. She said, oh, no, and she just let it go, and no bitterness whatsoever. And I love that about you, and I need to be around people like that. And I think it is very Christ-like behavior, and I absolutely love that about you. Because I just hang on to stuff. And I know it's wrong, but I naturally do. I'm a hanger-oner, and you're a let-her-goer, or something like that. But that's what I like about you, love about you.
Oh, stop.
Okay? So, yeah. Do I need to read it again?
Noah's Ark said, who's
Quick
cutting
forgiver.
onions? I'm crying
Quick
over
forgiver.
here. So,
Oh, I stepped on her foot.
okay. No.
So, there you go. That's
okay.
my thing.
I think that
In the jar.
particular character trait of mine is something that I even like about myself, and I can't really take credit for, because I really think that's just how the Lord made me.
I agree. And that's why I think he paired me up with you.
Exactly.
Because I need it for myself, and I need to be around that so I can be like that.
I love people. And I like to build bridges and keep bridges. And I don't like to have any bitterness. So that is true. That is definitely true.
And I'm quick to burn it.
Yes. Anytime something happens, he's like, we're done. We're done with them.
That's my first reaction, And sometimes she'll react right, and I'll need to see that, and eventually the Lord can get my attention in my heart, and I think, okay, she's right, he's right, we're not going to burn the bridge. But my first response when the attack comes is get the gasoline. It's going to burn. And you get on Facebook, unfriend.
He does do that.
Oh, I do.
He does.
Unfriend, and then not just unfriend, block. You won't see my stuff. Block. But she's not that way. She keeps them and keeps them.
Amy Fuels said, burn it to the ground.
But that's my first reaction. Just burn it, let it die. But not you.
No. There are some people, don't get me wrong,
And
that I avoid.
I love that about you. Avoid is one thing.
I avoid some people.
You can avoid. That's just being a peacemaker.
Yes.
Sometimes if you can't be peaceful, then just avoid. But
But I don't cut anybody off.
You do not.
I just don't. There's only, I think, been one person I've ever actually just cut off, and I said that I cannot have a healthy relationship.
But even that was like a grievance to you. You didn't just happily
do
it.
I just can't.
It about killed her to do it.
Yeah. It really did. I
It
still
did.
think about it. So, oh, that was sweet. stop.
And that's something.
Okay. Okay, this was a good idea.
Pause.
Okay. Practice makes progress says, I wonder what characteristics you'd like to see in your kids' spouses to compliment them. We could do a whole nother video where we did kind of the same thing with our kids. You know, like things that we love about them. Ricky's getting ready to go get Marquise. So, I cannot, it's been 30 minutes.
We're going to have to speed it
We're
up.
going to have to speed it up. Okay. Here, I'll take it on a... Brianna has stuff. You can ask her about it. Okay. So anyway, let's see. Ooh, stuff is rolling here. It says, Rick, you can change. I used to be a hanger-oner, but now I'm a let-her-goer. Annie said I was so sure the roles were reversed. He thought, I hang on to everything. I don't. I do think a lot of people think that about me, though. I think, and that's why a lot of times Rick said people sometimes attack me. But I think part of it is I'm almost always in leadership.
That's true.
And that's because somebody
That's
said, how
true.
could somebody attack me? Anytime you're in leadership, you get attacked.
Whoever's in leadership always gets the complaints and the grief and everything.
And I think I come across sometimes, because I do have I'm very organized and I'm very structured, and sometimes I come across a lot harder than I actually am. I'm really a big marshmallow. But I'm not. I'm not hard at all in that way. Okay, so I'm gonna give you a fun one. We gotta get off this whole onions. Okay, so you thought Rick was the one to let everything go? Oh no. He's burn it to the ground.
Now I do let things go, but it's a process.
Begrudgingly?
Yeah. She's quick to do it.
Yes.
And I'm like, I don't want to let it go. I don't want to let it go. You know, and I grab it and then I let it go. Sometimes never mind.
I had this one situation one time where someone was unkind to me, which I can handle them unkind to me, but they were unkind to me in such a way that it impacted my kids. And I was not happy. I was not happy. And they apologized that same day and asked for forgiveness. I got it. And they apologized and they asked for forgiveness. And I was like, I'm gonna need some time. I can't. I was so upset about not just how they treated me, but how they treated my children, that I was just like, I'm gonna need some time to think about that. And that whole night, I had to see them the next day. That whole night, it just ate my heart that I didn't just forgive them when they asked. And I just had in my mind, how would you feel if the Lord said that to you? You know, if he was like, well, I'm gonna have to think about that, you know. And I don't want anyone to do that to me. When I apologize, I mean it. I mean it 100%. So I try to be that same way to other people. Okay, off that subject. Number 3, you guys will totally know this one. You help keep the house in order. He does,
Okay.
as you all know. And I didn't. All right, so Rick is particular, to put it mildly. He's a little particular
A little bit.
about some things.
Maybe.
But he's particular about different things than me.
Different, yes.
We have
Yes.
different ideas about the way things need to be taken care of in our household. Like I am, like I said, the organized one, and I do a lot of the structure things.
Yep.
And I do a lot of the daily stuff in the house, but Rick is always quick to jump in. Yesterday, we had our first day of co-op at our homeschool, and I didn't get home till 5:00, and then had to make dinner and everything, and there were some dishes that had been in the sink, and he washed them. I came home and it was clean, and I didn't have to. I was thinking to myself, I'm gonna have to wash the dishes before I make dinner, and I didn't have to. You know, he had taken care of it. And I don't have to ask him. I don't have to beg him. If he sees that things are kind of getting behind, he jumped on the laundry. You know, he'll make sure the kids do it. He'll get on them about it. He vacuums every night. He always takes care of the floors. I never have cut the grass. Not one time. Never. There are a lot of things that he takes care of that I don't do. And I know that a lot of ladies don't have it that good. Sometimes I feel like he's a lot of pressure on me about the house, but at the same time he helps. And I would much rather have, and I've said this before, I don't mind him being particular because he does help. And I think that given the choice, I'd much rather every time have him help. So have him help and jump in and be a part. But it's not just, like I said, it's not just that he actually cleans, it's that he makes sure the kids do it. I think that's like the big thing because, like I said, it's just not so much on me. He really makes sure things are done. So that's it. You agree with that one for sure.
So I'm glad that you don't mind the towels on the floor.
I didn't say that I didn't mind the towels on the floor. At no
glad.
point
Yeah,
did I
yeah,
say
yeah.
that's not on my list.
That's what I heard.
You're making it hard for me to be, forgive her.
Oh.
So,
Okay. Number 3. Let me see my notes here. Keep talking.
he's got to check his notes. I love this man. Okay. Is he the neat one or does he throw his socks on the floor? He is not neat. He is clean. And that is the difference.
I obsess about things.
Uh-huh.
And when I obsess about organization, I take it to an extreme, and it just makes everybody miserable. like there was a time that I obsessed about the cabinets. I wanted all the labels out, facing right, and I would zone up and straighten up the cabinets and the refrigerator and stuff like that. It would just stress me out. I got to let sometimes the organization go and just worry about.
Oh yeah, he's OCD.
Cleaning
He's a
the
counter.
dirt. And I like to do everything in alphabetical order.
Oh, no.
And I try not to do that. One time I tried to arrange the living room in alphabetical order. And I tried to do everything in alphabet. I tried to organize my day alphabetically.
Yeah, he is
So-
OCD for sure.
so-
Just so you know.
Organization is not my thing because I
He is not a firstborn. I am.
yeah. I was.
He's the baby.
I'm the baby, but kind of the firstborn in a way.
Well-
Because my sister is 16 years older than I am, and my brother's 10 years older than I am. So they were grown up and moved out, and they were gone. And I did grow up like the only child. But truth be told, I did have a brother and sister.
He is definitely OCD. He's a counter. He does all things by threes. Everything has to be in
I do
alphabetical
things
order.
by 30s.
But so because he struggles with that,
Yeah.
nothing that he does is actually organized. Yeah, it's not a joke. It's not a joke at all. It is a challenge to live with, but
Challenge.
it's okay. It's a challenge for you to live with. It drives you nuts.
Yeah. Well, it's organized in my head. The by 3s. One of her friends, she does things by 5s.
6.
Is it 6?
By 6.
Okay. And she was talking about it one day, and I said, no, don't do it, because I'm already doing things by 3s, and you have me doing it by more than that, and I'll never get anything done.
Anyway.
So, yeah, I try to do things by 3s. Oddly enough, I'm on number 3.
Oh well, this must be the good one.
Yeah. Hope so. Okay, I love that you encourage me to be better or do better, and that you do not discourage me. Because what? Why the giggle? No.
No, it just reminded me of something. Go ahead.
You encourage, you don't discourage. There's times when I say I want to do something, and your reaction to it is do it, And then I'll start going, no, I don't know, and you say do it, and I need that. You're like a, but it's encouraging. There's a way of doing it that's discouraging. That whole.
I'm not pushy. I'm a motivator.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. And I need that. The kids need it, but even your husband needs it. And I love that about you, because there are times that I come up with something and I'm thinking, okay, maybe the Lord wants me to do this, I'm not so sure about it, and you just jump on board and you want to do it, and I'm thinking, well, that's good, that's good, and then all of a sudden I'm excited about it, and then the fire's lit, and you could easily, hurt all that by being discouraging, but you never do that. You're never discouraging.
I was laughing because I was remembering one time we actually got into an argument.
Oh, yeah.
Because he said that I never ever say anything bad about him.
Yeah.
He's like, you never say anything. Say something bad about me.
Yeah,
Tell me I'm horrible. Like he
true.
really got mad at
Yeah.
me
We were having a moment.
and wanted me to say something bad, and I refused. I was like, no, I'm not doing it.
Say something.
And he still brings up, you never said anything bad about me.
She wouldn't do it.
I would not.
And why I got mad is I got mad because you wouldn't.
Exactly.
I was fine. I said, say something. And she wouldn't do it. I was like, come on. That's funny.
He really got mad at me about that.
Yeah, I did.
But,
Because she wouldn't hurt my feelings.
mm-hmm.
Hurt my feelings. She said no.
Oh,
You're
man.
you're so encouraging.
So annoying.
No, encouraging. And that is why I love you.
Oh, that's nice.
So you're fun, you're a forgiver, and you are an encourager. There you go.
I think the difference between Rick and I is that I'm the kind of person, I'm really good at getting things going.
Mm-hmm.
I can get something started.
Yeah.
Rick is really good at making something continue.
Mm-hmm.
He can be consistent for a really long time.
The tortoise and the hare here.
So we actually work well together because if something needs to happen, I'm really good at getting it started.
Yeah.
And he is good at making sure that it continues, long term, forever, whatever it needs to.
The tortoise and the hare should have worked together.
They should have, then they both win.
That would have been a better story.
Yeah, exactly. We should rewrite it. So, okay. You ready?
For what?
She said, I think you should get married again. Well, kind of did this year. No, I'm just kidding. Anyway. All right, number 4. It's short and sweet. You make me laugh.
Okay.
Rick is goofy. But like I said, if you guys met him in person,
Goofy. Goofy.
you would think he was really, really super serious. He's really
Oh, absolutely.
quiet, and he's OCD, and he's just always, busy about his business, and he's just quiet unless you get him to pause, and he doesn't really let loose except at home, right? And so at home,
Let loose.
you get the fun side of Rick.
Okay.
Okay,
Sure.
You get the fun side of him.
Sure. Okay.
You always send goofy memes to the family. We have a family meeting.
Oh, you
text,
love it.
Right?
You love it.
Some are funny, some really aren't funny.
Oh.
But he's funny. He's fun. Like he says, I'm fun, but he's funny. He always tries to make everybody laugh and make everybody smile. I'm thinking of you are honored you get to see that side of him, because most people don't. Most people don't get to appreciate the fun side of Rick. But we have a video that one day we might release on YouTube, but it's him.
Oh, you will not.
Dressed up as Macho Man Randy Savage.
Oh, that one.
So-
I don't care about that one.
So,
I don't care.
that was a funny video.
It was wrestling night at the Beale House.
No, it was not.
I'm just kidding.
But it was
I'm just
him.
kidding. I'm just kidding.
So he was having a good time, and
Oh.
that's the kind of stuff that he does. Like he'll all of a sudden do something ridiculous
I
and
was
make
set
everybody
up
laugh.
that night.
You were set up. Brianna set him up.
She had a camera hid.
She did. Brianna hid the camera.
She's a bad girl. Oh my, that's funny.
But he does fun, goofy stuff just to make everybody. And I'm really, I'm happy and I'm chatty, but I'm really a super serious person.
You
like
are.
I am. Most people think I'm a lot more fun than I actually am, because I
Right.
come across like I'm chatty and I
Yeah.
smile.
But you scare people.
I'm
just kidding.
I'm always in leadership, and the reason why is because I am dead serious
Yeah,
90%
yeah.
of the time.
You-
Most
you-
people don't know that about me.
Yeah, But you can tell the eyes.
Yeah.
Look in the eyes.
It's true that I am dead serious
See
most
right
of the time.
through to your soul.
I don't have much laughter. He says I'm fun. I'm fun and that I'll go do something.
Yeah, she's
Amy, yeah, I
fun
believe that. But that's what I like about you.
She likes to experience things.
Yeah. If I'm going out,
Uh-oh.
just hit the off.
I get you.
If I'm going out and I'm doing something, I want to experience that wholeheartedly. But if I'm working, I'm wholeheartedly working. I'm 100%. I'm 110%. Like I'm on it. So yeah, he does bring out my joy. He really does. And I need somebody to be goofy. I need him to like be Macho Man and send me goofy memes and.
I didn't think y'all thought I was goofy.
But I mean it in the best way.
I know.
I really do.
I
I
know.
love that about
I
you.
know.
Because
Goofy.
like your fun
Yeah.
makes my day better and my fun makes your day better.
Yeah.
So our fun is different, but it works.
Okay.
You make me laugh and I make you do things that are fun.
Okay. I get it. Sounds good. Thank you.
So anyway, that's my number 4.
My turn.
Even if I don't respond to his memes most of the time.
She doesn't.
What
She
do you
does.
say to a meme?
So sometimes I think, well, does she not like them?
No, I like them.
So what do I do? Do I get discouraged? No.
Send me
I
5
send more.
more.
I send more.
Exactly.
You're gonna respond. I'll send you this one and that one and this one and that one. I'm gonna get you, and then I'll send them to all the kids.
Oh yeah. Well, I don't have GIF conversations with Rick. I have those with Tangi.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Because I send the memes and all the children too. Because we all have the phone thing, so I'll send if it's something for Brian, I'll send him one. I'll send Ricky one. I'll send Brianna one. I'll send
Marquise?
No,
Me?
I'll send you
Okay.
Amanda one, and then sometimes I think it's a good one for the whole family. So I discovered group texting. So I created one and I titled it Family Meeting. So at least once a day I will post something in Family Meeting, and that will be the 5 of us. And then when Marquise came, I had to make another one.
Mm-hmm.
So there's things that I'll send to for the 6 of us, and then for the 5 of us, and then for each person. I just meme it up all day.
Excuse me. I loathe group texting. Yeah.
Oh, group texting is awesome.
Rick likes it.
Yeah, see. Well, here's the thing. You know,
I don't like it with other groups, but with the family, it's different.
family meeting. You follow? Because there's a time. You know.
But when he's just sending me a meme and I'm super busy, then it's kind of like.
Oh, it's not always meme. Sometimes it's like just good morning. So, for example, one morning when we first got the phone and first made family meeting, it was a nice sunny day, and I took a picture of the sun, and I said good morning, and then everybody typed back good morning. And I just think it's neat because now Brian's 21, and then Ricky's 18, and Brianna is 14, and you're still young. Well, what I'm saying is during the day we're all everywhere, we're all over the place. And that one good thing I can say about technology is even though you're all over the place, a little group text and everyone's connected, by the meme.
All right, we're at 50 minutes. Give us number 4. Oh, thanks, Renee. I appreciate that.
Is it mine? Oh, thank you.
See, we can go on a date. Thank you.
You want number 4 for me?
Yeah, I'm waiting on it. He's got to check his notes and cut it.
I'm sorry. We're gonna go over time tonight.
I think so. Hope you guys aren't too bored.
No. It's gonna be fine. We're gonna pick it up.
My last one's my favorite thing about him. Just checking the notes. Renee just, what is that called? Super Chat. I think there's this thing called Super Chat that YouTube does that you can support your favorite YouTuber and you can give them a gift that you want to give them. So Renee was kind enough to give us a gift, and Michelle asked what was happening there. And so Renee just gave us a gift and said, enjoy a meal on me and my husband. So that was very kind of you, Renee. We appreciate that.
Thank you.
And we will.
Thank you.
All right, let me hear it. Number 4.
Okay, we're gonna speed it up now.
Okay, give it to
We'll
me.
be done in 10 minutes.
I
okay.
doubt that, but go
10 minutes.
Don't make promises you can't keep.
10 minutes done.
Yeah, one of my least favorite things about him, he has no concept of time. But go ahead.
This is I love you, Liz.
It is. Go ahead. I'm sorry. You're the best. Go ahead.
That hurt.
I just want to make sure they know. Don't count on your 10 minutes.
Oh, it's quick. Like
Go
this.
ahead. Go,
All right,
go,
you
go.
ready? I love that you,
Uh-huh.
okay, can take a little and make it seem like a lot, okay? And I also wrote that you can really fancy up simple things.
Mm-hmm.
Simple things, you can fancy them up,
Mm-hmm.
okay? And that you can just about do anything, and that's what I love about you. Like you can take a little and make it look like a lot. You know, there have been times like at our church that we fed college students, and they would come over once in a while, and she would feed them, and sometimes there was only like 4 or 5 of them, and then one time we just didn't really have that much to give to a lot of people, but you invited all these folks. And then she kept inviting more people.
It was like 40 people or
Oh,
something.
she kept inviting more. And it was supposed to be college students.
Exactly.
But then
Loaves and fishes.
she kept inviting folks. Exactly. I agree with that. But she kept inviting more. We saw a family that was, we saw them in a store. And you said, why don't you come over? And I thought, well,
You too, Shay.
they're not college students. they don't count, But she kept the list kept growing, and she fed them all.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll admit I had my doubts at the time that this was going to go well, but she fed them all. Everybody was satisfied and happy and content and full, and like just like the story of the loaves and the fishes. It was great, and you did that. And I love that about you because you do it all the time. You can take a little bit and make it seem like a lot and stretch it, and you're good at that. You can make little things or simple things and make them seem really fancy.
Like these.
Yeah, exactly. She can take just things that she buys at a thrift store and make it seem like you paid a lot of money for it. Like it was something really big. And I just plain love that about you. And like I said, you can just seem like you can just about do anything.
Oh, this is a combination one. I can make a little, make a lot, and I can do anything.
It's a combination.
Okay. All right.
Because it's like just tonight, we were driving along in that truck. There's a big old truck in front of us.
Oh, okay.
And I can drive a car, and I can drive a truck, but not this kind of a truck. And it was backing up.
It's like a big truck.
It was backing up, and it backed up into a spot in front of us. And I thought, man, I can't do that. And she said, well, I think I could. And you know what? I think she could. I think you could just get in it and back it right up.
I'm a good driver.
Yes, you are. But it's just another example that you can just about do anything. The Lord made you like that.
He did.
But I still recognize that He did. You can do anything.
I can't take credit for that.
I know. But I still love that about you, and that He works through you, and that's what He does. And I just see it time and time and time again. So that's number 4.
I don't know how to respond to that.
Oh, you just
Just say okay.
there you go. And
Making a little out of a lot.
yeah.
I went, when I was first married, I went to a ladies' fellowship. And one of the ladies, who is one of the ladies I most admire in ministry, spoke at that ladies' fellowship. And her husband, in fact, I would say is the greatest Christian I know. And she is equal.
They're
to
wonderful people. They really are.
And she spoke at the ladies' fellowship, and she talked about being wives. And I was a new wife, and I was really trying to, just eat up everything she said. And one of the things that she said was to always do your best with everything that you have. And she talked about at the ladies' fellowship that, number one, you didn't want to, she said she didn't want, she always tried to get up every day and put on nice clothes and make sure her house was clean and serve a good meal and make sure kids were well taken care of. And she said sometimes it was like the same thrift store clothes that she wore over and over again. But she tried to make the most out of it and make it look nice, because she said she didn't want her husband, she said his name, she said, I don't want my husband, in my case Rick, I don't want Rick to look like he can't take care of his family. He's working, he's doing his best every day, and I want to make sure that whatever he provides, I'm doing my best to make sure that I make the most of it and am not making him ashamed. Everything that, and I really took that to heart. I really took that advice to heart, because she went on too about not only that, but not making sure that you represent the Lord well, right? But I really took it to heart what she said, because, at the time I was a young mom and I had, we were newly married, had little kids, and it was a struggle time, just trying to get everything done. But it really encouraged me to make some extra effort and to try to you get discouraged, I guess, when you're young and things don't come as quickly as you think that they are going to come. Like, you just think you're just going to make all this money and everything's going to come in. It doesn't work that way. But I really purpose to try to do my best. And I still don't, like Jan was here, she saw me in public, and I don't always get dressed up and stuff, but I do try to look nice. I do try to not go to Walmart in my pajamas. Not that, if you do that, that's great. But I try not to do that, because I don't want to, I want to put my best effort out there. It doesn't have to always be like makeup and hair done and stuff, but I want to make sure that it's not making him ashamed. Like, we're not taken care of. You know what I mean? So anyway, so that's really what encouraged me, was that ladies' Bible study. So yeah, so I and that's part of appreciating what you are and what you do. Okay, so this is my last one, and this is my favorite thing about my husband. My absolute favorite thing about my husband.
Go ahead.
Go
ahead. Go ahead.
He never. It says you never, but he never stops trying to be the best person that he can be. So obviously Rick is a perfectionist, and he's never going to be satisfied with who he is and his progress. But he is always trying to better himself. Always. He never just rests on his laurels. He never just says, this is good enough and I'll stop here. He's always trying to be healthier. He's always trying to be stronger. He's always trying to work more. He's always trying to love the Lord more. He's always making lists about how he can improve the household or the family. He always wants to make everything better. And every day, and this is actually something he does almost every day. Every single day, he says he's starting over. He says he's starting over. He says he's wiping away everything that happened the day before, and every day is a new day. This is my absolute favorite thing about him, I'm telling you.
It's true.
Every single day he says he's starting over. And at first I kind of tease him about it, like, oh, you're starting over, are you? But I love that about him, that he never lets whatever happens really get him down. He's always ready to put it all aside, let it go, and start over.
Now, I haven't started over since Sunday. I felt like it was good. It was going good, since Sunday.
But that's what.
Because Sunday, the little wallpaper on my cell phone, I put the picture was what today's a new beginning or something, and I screenshot it. So I had that saved with the date.
So that was when you started over.
That was the day. I don't know. That's.
I'm glad you came by, Melissa, too. She said that she loves how we take something negative and appreciate the positive about it.
Yeah.
I think that what I love about that is that I am a good forgiver with everyone else.
Yeah.
But I'm not always so good with my own self. I can sometimes be really critical of my own self. But I love that you constantly are willing to start over and willing to do a fresh start and just clear the whole scales and just say, we're starting over from here. And it's such a godly character trait, because the Lord says, his mercies are new every morning, and his mercies for himself are new every morning. Every single morning he can say it's a new day and start completely over. And we need that. You know, I need that for myself. I need every day to have mercies on myself that are fresh every day. Every day. Because a lot of times I busy myself. I'm constantly busy. I'm constantly overwhelmed with work. And sometimes everything that's been stressing me out from the day before, I'll wake up the next day and it's immediately on my mind and I'm immediately stressed and worried. And it already starts that way with that day. But Rick's mercies for himself are new every morning, and he's always trying to improve. He'll let all that go.
Take yesterday
and be a better person. He'll make a list of all the things he wants to try new, and it's like he's completely let it go and forgotten. He's trying over fresh.
And I'll let them all know in a group text. Guess what? We're going to try it again.
But it's still funny. So I've been with him for 20 years.
Oh, my.
So there are things that he has said for 20 years that he's going to get right this time, right?
Yeah.
Like for instance,
Yeah.
he can be late a lot.
Yeah.
So
one day I'm going to get that conquered. That ugly beast.
So
oh my.
So the thing about that is that I would be frustrated. I get frustrated with him that he's still working on those things. I get frustrated with myself with the things that I fail in constantly. But he really lets it go with his own self. And he'll just start over again. It's like, I'm going to do it this time. I'm going to be on time. And he never ever drops it. He never ever stops trying to be better. He never just says, well, I give up. I'm just going to be a late person. That's just who I am. That's how I was made. He never says that. He always tries harder, tries again.
If I ever do have a moment like that, I do kind of try to get over that quick and get over, get on to fixing it.
And they asked if we pray together. We do pray together, particularly if there's something really burdensome on our hearts.
Yeah.
We will pause.
Yeah.
And pray together.
We pray for the kids a lot.
A lot. That's I think the most. Kids and finances, I think, are the two things that we have in the past just stopped what we're doing and just taken a minute. So, anyway.
Now I'll pray. She'll pray.
Usually it's you.
Usually. But there was one time, I forget what was going on.
You asked me to.
Yeah. Something was going on. I cannot remember. But I don't know if you've ever been like that where
you're so distressed.
You're so just broken that you can't even think of what to say. So I asked her, I said, will you pray? I couldn't think. I wanted something, I knew we had to pray, and you did, you prayed. So.
Okay. Well,
my last one.
That was my absolute favorite thing about Rick.
Oh, thank you, dear. Thank you. Okay. That was sweet. Just kidding. Okay, the last one for me. Where are my notes here? Okay, hold on. Okay.
They're waiting.
I know. Okay, see, I love that you always bring things and people together. And it's that old idea that you make a house a home kind of thing. Because she really, really does. The kids are older now. When they were younger, it was easy to catch them. They were always running around. You heard them. They were everywhere. But now that they're older, we battle this thing that they go into their rooms and they shut the door. And sometimes they're in there and it's just like, there's 6 people in this house, but it's like there's no one here. There have been times that I'll walk out and it's like, am I the only one here? But you don't, allow that. You bring us all together. Back in October, when you went to the conference, and you left, and it was just me and Brian here. Whew. I mean, we talk, but you
Rick
know,
and Brian are the two most silent now.
yeah, yeah. Brianna's a talker. Ricky's a talker. She's a talker, but you know, sometimes I don't talk. You know, and Brian's not a talker. So man, how long was that? 2 days? 3 days?
It was like 4 days, but it wasn't that long.
In the house?
That's so funny because you talk about that
Silence.
like it was great.
Huh?
When Brian and I were here, everything was so quiet and nice.
No. Organized.
Uh-huh.
Straight, clean, picked up. Because him and I are actually, I think, the cleanest ones
You
in the
two
house.
are the same person, practically.
This house looked great, but it was dead silent. And he was fine. I was fine. Every once in a while, I would ask him if he was all right. He'd ask me if I was all right, and we'd nod and, you know, almost like shake hands and go our separate ways. But you just, when you're around, it's really a family. And when mom's not there, people notice.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I didn't have this in my notes. See, I can be spontaneous.
Oh, yeah.
But I can
Mr.
think back. I mean,
Spontaneous.
that's now. That's now that she makes a house a home. But I can think back to Marilyn when Brianna was little. I mean, she was talking and walking, and she was, I don't know, how old was she? 2, 3, 4,
I
something
don't
like
know
that.
which story you're
When-
telling us.
When,
I
when
don't
you
know.
took the kids, the boys to camp.
Oh, okay, yeah.
The boys went to camp, and you went with them for the girls and the camp. And Brianna was little, and it was just Brianna and myself.
Mm-hmm.
And I was going to try to be fun dad. Because she was a little girl then. I mean, Brianna was little.
Mm-hmm.
And I was going to be fun dad and take care of everything. And the day you left, I was trying to act like everything was fine. Like, hey, it's so good, it's so good. And we went to the library, and we went out to eat, and I was trying. Oh, I was trying hard, you know? And I was putting her in the van at the library, and she looked at me, little teeny girl, just sad. Daddy, it's not fun without Mama. And I was like, oh. You know, at first it killed me, and then I thought, you're right. You know? And yeah.
You had my mom.
Huh? Yeah, I had her mom.
My mom fed them that whole week.
Oh, she did. She did. She didn't live. She wasn't with us, but she lived nearby.
And they would go have
And,
dinner with
yeah,
my mom every
and
night.
all week we had dinner with her mom, so that was nice. I did not have to worry about meals.
And my mom is very similar to me in
She
that
is.
way.
She is.
In a lot of ways, but that way in particular.
But that's not to say that when you came home, it wasn't, you know, we're a family again, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So you do that. I don't do that. When we're all in this house without you, we're just all in this house. But with you, it's a family.
I don't even think it's just in the house. I like to bring people together. Like he said with bringing friends over.
Mm-hmm.
I love to bring people together.
Yes, I agree
Like
with that.
with my homeschool group, I ran my county homeschool group, multi-county homeschool group for several years. And I like to bring homeschool moms together.
Mm-hmm.
And I like
That's true.
like here online, a lot of the stuff that we do, like frugal family food and stuff, I like to bring other moms together so we can encourage one another. And I think that that's like the best thing that we can do as ladies is just encourage one another and bring everyone together. Because I think there's so many things that are always trying to tear us apart. You know, within the family, with friends, with you know, just different things that we do with people. So so I think that it's good to bring people together
I agree.
and to find ways to encourage one another and bridge the gaps, so to speak. Not burn bridges, bridge the gap.
Don't let it burn.
No burning on my part.
That's what I love about you. I think that's 5 things. I could have
Oh,
kept
that's
going.
5.
I could have kept going, but you
Really?
told me to cut off. At,
If you got anything else to say, I'll hear it out.
yeah. So,
Oh, he's got his. Look, we've got our jars.
so there's your little
And
jar.
like I said, that's my jar. This is your jar. But
Thank
you
you.
can't have it yet because I got to pretty it.
Okay.
You can have it tomorrow.
All right.
I'm going to put a pretty top on it and make it pretty, and then we're going to put it on Instagram. And you guys can see it when it's all prettied up.
Awesome.
And we're gonna have these on our dresser and decorate it. And then, some days when we get frustrated with one another, because that happens sometimes,
No, it doesn't.
we'll pull out the jars, and I can read it and remember all the kind words he said, and then it'll be harder to be mad at him. But anyway, so I think that was a good gift. Did you like it?
I did.
That was fun, and it only took like an hour. So we thought we would share it with you guys because if you don't have a lot of money and you can't go out and do something fancy with your spouse, maybe this would be a good idea for you. He threw his notes. Maybe this would be a good idea for you guys. Just have a little dinner, or just spend some time together. It's like it took us an hour to go through it, but you could do it in much less time if you weren't doing it on a live video. But you could do this together and talk about it and spend an hour just hanging out with one another and just sharing the things you love about each other. And like I said, it doesn't really cost anything. The piece of paper that I used was an envelope. See, it was an envelope that had something else on it that I cut up and just used it for the pretty paper. And I don't know where it was. Yours just computer paper?
Yes.
It's just computer paper, nothing fancy. I'm gonna use some leftover fabric on the top and some hot glue, and that's about it. But it'll be cute.
Oh yeah.
We'll love it, and it'll just be nice to hang out with one another and do things. But I think it's good. The sentiment's important. Don't buy a card. Tell them what you love about them. And I know that you ladies watching, you want to hear what they love about you, because I liked hearing it. So, and we're not mushy people, guys.
No.
Somebody else said we don't really show our love with words. Neither Rick nor I are really words of affirmation.
No.
Love language people.
Mm-hmm.
This isn't who we naturally are. We had to actually put that effort. I'm an acts of service.
Mm-hmm.
I do things for people to show that I love them.
Yes.
And I don't know what you are. I'm trying to think of all the others. What are they? I like physical touch.
Yeah.
Let's see. There's physical touch, words of affirmation, acts of service. You guys know what they are. What are the other two? Tell us. So I don't know. I have to think about it. But anyway, neither one of us are really words of affirmation. Gifts, yeah, like actual giving gifts. He's actually really good with giving gifts. And quality time. Yes, quality time. That's a good one. Thanks, Amy. So I think quality time he likes quality time. He likes time. And
Yeah, I think time's mine.
Mm-hmm. And you give probably acts of service too. You're an acts of service. And I give acts of service, and I want hugs and loves. But anyway, so neither one of us is words of affirmation. You don't have to be the kind of person that's really great with words. I know Amy Fuel's on here.
I'm not.
She could write.
I'm bad with words.
No, you're not.
Oh, I am.
Says the preacher.
Yeah.
You're great with words.
But that's why I have notes.
But, it didn't take that long to prepare them, though.
No.
I mean, 15 minutes. I kind of thought about it through the day, what I was going to say.
I've been studying for this sermon for 20 years.
I kind of thought of what I was going to say throughout the day, but
yeah,
it didn't take that long to prepare. So we hope that'll encourage you guys, that this is a good idea to encourage one to love your spouse. And it's not about gifts and buying things. It's about loving someone and being loving toward them, and a reminder of that. So yeah, we're not in the material thing. But anyway, that's it. Do we have anything else? Although on the idea of material things, let me just throw something out there. If you need a gift,
she's gonna get you.
We have one more day left of the Share the Word campaign, Share the Love campaign. So, you can get a lot of words from Rick on that subject. I'll tell you about that in a minute. But anyway, Share the Love campaign. There's like one more day, and that is it if you want to get a t-shirt. So make sure you go get your t-shirts. Yes, if you want your canning t-shirt. I eat frugal because I can. shop.bonfire.com /frugal family food. All right. I'm putting it over here in the chat, and make sure you go to that web address
Yes.
and get your t-shirt. You got one more day, and that is it. It'll be closed down, and you can support Frugal Family Food and help us build that website.
Yeah.
And we're probably going to sell more t-shirts next month because we got to sell a lot of t-shirts just to build the website. But we're working on it. We hope to have some that you guys will like next month too. Trying to come up with some new ones, and there'll be another canning one next month too. So even if you're doing a no spend February, hey, you can get one next month, and it'll be fun. And that's that. Okay. Somebody said, do you have Rick and I? This is a side note. Jennifer said, any words from Rick on becoming a Christian? So we do the Bible study here on the channel Monday, Wednesday, and Friday mornings at 7 a.m. Rick has been talking to me about starting a separate channel for Bible study stuff. Okay? So we're talking about that. That's in discussion.
So it would be a third channel. You have
Third, because we have the vlog one.
You have the Fundamental Home. You have the Fundamental Home vlogs, which Brianna has said she's going to start, and I
have a classic vlog coming up. Go ahead.
And then the Bible study channel, which would be a totally different channel, not yet named.
Yes, which I'll just instead of doing the Bible study on this channel, I'll move that to the other channel. Right? We do have a vlog channel, but we don't really vlog on it too much ever, really. But we're going to. Brianna's going to take it over.
Brianna has decided that she would like to start to vlog.
But really, Rick is going to be the ultimate one vlogging.
But she would do a better job, and I'm really hoping that she'll take the wheel and really do it.
But you would be more consistent and therefore better.
But mine would be like cheesy home movies.
They would love it. It'd be great.
Hers would be, things that pop and flash and slow motion and everything. Oh, it would be awesome if she would do it.
Yes. So anyway, we're thinking about doing the Bible studies over on another channel, and then Rick would also do Bible studies there, including thoughts on what did Jennifer say? What did she ask here? Any words on becoming a Christian? So that would definitely be something that he would talk about there. And my Bible study is really on the surface. I am not educated or skilled enough to go much deeper than on the surface. But Rick would go a lot deeper than I would, doctrinally speaking. So anyway, just a heads up there, you might notice in the future we are talking about that as a separate channel. And so that'll be coming
But
soon.
I'll say to, what's her name?
Jennifer.
That's for the future. But I do some quick videos on Instagram. And with your question and all, I would be very willing to make becoming a Christian the theme for the next handful of videos.
Oh, good idea.
So, they're quick. I can't say that. Instagram only allows a 1-minute video. So that's quick. But if I say something or anything that you have a question about, or what I mean, or what was said, because sometimes I can't really explain myself quickly in a minute. Just message, comment on the video, message somehow
on Instagram,
and I'll get back to you, or
if you got a specific
make
question.
a video off your question or something like that.
Because somebody else might have the same question.
Yeah.
So yeah, make that your theme, and then they'll know to look for it for the next few. They said they enjoy your Instagram talks.
Oh, well,
See?
Well, thank the Lord for that, because yeah, if he can do something with a little minute video, then that obviously he did it.
What's your Instagram? It's his name, Richard Beal. I'll put it here in the chat so you can look for him on Instagram. So you say a lot in 60 seconds. Yes, he does.
I will say, just throw out there that someone else asked me a question the other day, and I told them that I would make the next video or two on their question. So the next video or two might be off of their question, but as soon as that's done, I'll get right to just becoming a Christian.
She said cats.
Cats.
That's his
What?
Instagram too.
Oh yeah, cats.
That's his Instagram. He loves Instagram. It's his favorite.
Well, I gotta take the cat pictures. I mean, they're at the front door, and I come in, and they just look at me, and they pose, and I know what they're saying. They're saying, "Take out your phone, Rick. Take out your phone." And I take out my phone and say, "There, are you happy?" And then they'll know another one. At least I think that's what they're saying. So anyhow.
Yeah.
You're fine.
Now you see right in that little statement right there. You see number 1 that he cares about the animals, and number 2 that he makes me laugh.
Well, I mean, I did not like the cats at first. They grew on me.
They did.
Nugget was the first one, and when Nugget first appeared, I didn't like her.
No.
She grew on me, and then after that, then the Lord started multiplying them. So there you go. We have the cat porch, Cat Town.
Excuse me, I am so tired.
Is it bedtime?
I think it's going to be bedtime soon. So, anyway,
thank you all.
Thanks for hanging out with us, you guys. We went a little over tonight, but I hope you
That's
guys
fine.
have a wonderful Valentine's Day. And I hope that you share your love with your spouse and your significant people in your life. And just let them know really what you love about them. Let them know what you love about them.
Yes.
And make sure they know it. Because like my friend who lost her husband, you never know when it's going to be the last time. Mm-hmm. So make sure you take the opportunity to do that. And also, if you have someone that you know that has lost someone special to them, make sure that if you can to send some love their way and let them know that they're loved. So that's that. So, all right. We're going to go hang out. Kids are gone. Valentine's Day Part 2.
Yeah.
I think we'll probably be watching Jeopardy or cooking shows. Anyway, you guys have a good night, and we'll see you next Tuesday.
Yes. Good night.
Bye.
Thanks for watching.